What up, it's Ty 1822 here to review WWE Crown Jewel. Now, this show came on at 8 o'clock, but I did not watch this show live. The W product is not that good to me right now to get up that early and watch the show. But shout out to everybody who did watch the show live. I did see a lot of praise on the timeline for this show. A lot of people said it was one of the best PLE shows from the W this year in 2025. And the guy who graded Russell Palooza with a C gave this show a B. So, did this show, from my personal viewing experience, did I have the same fun just like everyone else? Well, if you want to know, please stay to the end of the review for my final overall thoughts on the show. So, we kick things off with Australia Street Fight. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. I must admit, I was very disappointed with the match. It was a decent match, but from Street Fight standards, I was highly disappointed. We did not get enough weapons in this match. The match never went to the next level, and I was waiting for that part right there. So for me, the best part of the match was not Roman and Bronson Reed. It was Braun Breaker getting involved with the Usos getting involved. And the biggest surprise of the night, Bronson Reed beats Roman, get the biggest win of career in the W, because Jey Uso made a mistake to spare him through the table. Now, Triple H, you must follow up on this big momentum win for Bronson Reed. Now, the post-match stuff, you got Roman mad at the fact that Jimmy and Jay got involved in this match. And he said people won't feel like he cannot do it without them. But the only time things are going to work is with him in charge. He's still showing signs of still being that old Roman, even though he is a babyface in the WWE. I did get a kick out of it, him saying, I don't want to see y'all until Christmas. But Triple H, when are we going to move from the bloodline business? Ever since Roman Reigns lost the WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, everything still been bloodline related. Solo feud, team with Jay against Braun and Braun. Now we getting something else with the bloodline. Great storyline, 4 years of excellence. It was great food that being reheated, and W saying, here y'all go again. Eat it again. I don't want to eat it again. No diddy. I love Roman. I love the Usos. But I want to see these guys do something different. Roman, Jay, is that the plan? We watched that already. So if that's the case, I really don't care. I want to see Roman Reigns do something else. One of the all-time greats in W history, and we still just have him in bloodline-related business. Come on, Triple H and Creative. Come up with something else for the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Tiffany Stratton, 35 year Crown Jewel Women's Championship match. This was a decent match between these two ladies. Nothing to really write home about. Something you can watch on Raw and SmackDown. Stephanie Vaquer is the winner, and now she is the second winner of the Crown Jewel Championship, also with a ring. She really been on a roll this year in the W. One of the most over acts in the company. Shout out to Booker T for getting her double kiss over. When I watched her against Mercedes Moné at AEW Forbidden Door, I had no idea she would be in W and be this guy over. So shout out to Stephanie Vaquer for all the stuff she's been doing. She's going to be a big-time star in the company. Tiffany Stratton still is the women's champion in the W. I wish Jade Cargill was in the spot against Stephanie Vaquer because I'm so tired of Tiffany Stratton as a champion. Not her fault. It's just a bad booking by Triple H. Give her the same goddamn opponents. Now, let's talk about the match tonight. AJ Styles versus John Cena. AJ Styles came out with his old gear. He wore it at the first episode for TNA Wrestling, debuting on Spike TV. National took all over my body. This match right here, holy shit. AJ Styles, John Cena, they have great chemistry. I never thought, while watching TNA Wrestling, W at the same time, when it came to AJ Styles and John Cena, I never thought about those two guys in the ring because their styles are totally different. I had no idea this was the feud I needed because it's one of John Cena and AJ Styles' best rivalries ever. And I never thought I would ever see that. And this match right here, It was just glorious. And do y'all see all those John Cena shirts in the crowd? Holy shit. You know they made a boatload of money. And they was doing all their rival moves. John Cena did. Says Abigail. Pop the crowd. Skull Crush finale. Did Rusev Kikina clutch. He teased a punt. Did an RKO. Tombstone. You got AJ Styles pulling out one of Cass' old moves. Pulled out Angel wins from Christopher Daniels, if you know about the great stuff between Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, and TNA. This was just amazing stuff right here. Oh, I cannot forget John Cena did the Wars of Jericho, and the crowd lost their mind chanting Y2J. Yeah, he never come back to the W. Because AEW fans can't stand Chris Jericho no more. So when you get Chris Jericho getting that chant, and not about to say Saudi Arabia, in Australia, yeah, let you know, no W fans still love Chris Jericho. But besides all that, John Cena is your winner. The way John Cena looked in that match, it looked like John Cena go another 2-3 years in the W. When it comes to AJ Styles did say he retiring next year. He said he do not want to look like a shell of himself. AJ is 50 years old. I know he no longer athletic peak, but AJ Styles nowhere close to the part where you want to say, yeah, time for him to go home. And do I believe AJ really going to retire? No. He just going to leave WWE, and I truly believe he's going to be in AEW. But we will see. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Asuka versus Kairi Sane. This was a good match. I do like the storyline. I like what they're doing with Asuka, with the mess. No, when she spit it on Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. I've been saying for the longest, W can put together a good women's program where there's no belt on the line, and I was totally right. They are more invested in this storyline than Julia being the U.S. Women's Champion. But no surprise at all, because I said all this, and I knew I was going to be right. Super fun match. Really super over. Of course, one of all-time greats already. Io Sky, great ball energy. Shout out to Asuka for being the person who making this storyline top notch. Bayface tag team get the victory. I'm not sure what next for all four ladies, but I would like to see a gimmick match. Main event: Seth freaking Rollins versus Cody Rhodes, Crown Jewel Championship match. Seth freaking Rollins and Cody have a lot of history with each other. The last time they had a one-on-one match was the Hell in a Cell when Cody Rhodes had that torn pec. So it was a lot of story involved in this match. Will Seth finally beat Cody Rhodes? The match, very good. Great chemistry between these two guys. I had no idea Seth could do a coast-to-coast with all those knee injuries, but thank God he still can. Fun match right here as expected. You know, they tied in the story of Cody Rhodes, give him that Rolex watch and help him win the championship from Reigns at WrestleMania. It did come into play after the rough bunt. Seth hit him with the Rolex, gave Cody the curse stump, but one was enough. One more curse stump off of the middle of the ropes. Finally, Seth freaking Rollins beats Cody Rhodes, and he is the Crown Jewel champion, and that belt is huge as hell. Just imagine bringing that thing through the airport. I know it costs a lot of hell, and Seth did get a microphone saying he is not just the best of the generation. He is the greatest of all time in the WWE. And you have him and Steph out there celebrating with their win. So, WWE Crown Jewel, yes, this is the best PLE show from since Evolution. Evolution is number one to me. Nothing going to top Evolution. But yeah, this has been the best show since that. And, you know, W, last couple months, you got some okay shows, decent shows, but this one was a good show. The last three matches were really strong as hell. And without those top three matches being that strong, a lot of people would not have praised the show. Like I said, AJ Styles, John Cena, that's the match to watch. If someone say, give me one match to watch for Crown Jewel, and I'll say AJ Styles versus John Cena. So, if you watch WWE Crown Jewel like me, give me your thoughts on the show. Negative, positive, I will respond in the comment section. Everybody, hit the like button on this video. As always, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.